Friends, this is a story of the future where we see a new world which is split into two parts. One part is known as offshore. All the rich people live in this part and they have everything they need. People can do anything according to their wish, they are given full freedom, whereas the other part is of poor people where people neither have enough food to eat nor a good house to live in. These people live in slums and make their living. And their life is full of difficulties, far from luxury, but they are also given a chance to change this life, after which these people can become a part of offshore, but for this it is very important for these people to be 20 years old. After they turn 20, they have to go through a selection process, and the people living offshore select only 3% of the people from this large population who can live offshore, and the rest who cannot get selected go to they come back to live in slum areas and start living among the poor. That's why everybody goes offshore. I wanted to go, and then the announcement was made that the 104 procedure is going to start, which means before this the process has been completed till 103. After this, we see a girl named Michelle who had registered her name to go offshore. And now he had to reach the place within 20 minutes where the offshore selection test was going to start. All the people who had registered for 20 years started reaching that location. All these people had a special kind of device behind their ears, in which red light flashes. This is a kind of entry pass so that the people who have registered for this test can be easily identified, and this device is given to them by the offshore only after registration. After this, Michelle reaches the test location with her friend, and after a while the chief comes in front of them and tells everyone that this selection will be done very honestly and no one will be cheated, and with this the selection will be done honestly. And the importance of offshore life also tells you all, only 3 people out of these will go offshore. After the speech is over, a lady comes to the chief and says that there was a new employee. This lady tells the chief that I have come here to check your work and I have been asked to come here on behalf of the high authorities. I have been sent so that I can catch your mistakes. The chief did not like anyone interfering in his work, but he could not ignore the higher authorities, so he did not say anything to this lady. After this the interview time would start. This is where many people are rejected and sent back to the same slum life. It was very difficult to clear this interview. Here we see Michelle, who is being asked a lot of personal questions. Michelle tells about her boyfriend, that last year also he came for this test, but then he never returned, which means that he went offshore. On this the person taking the interview says that it is not necessary that he went offshore, maybe he died, or something bad might have happened to her. After this person gives Michelle the last memento of her boyfriend. He asks her to remove the necklace and Michelle takes it off and keeps it here and passes her emotional test. After this, we see a boy named Marco, whose every family member had passed this test and gone offshore, so he completed this test. He was confident that he would definitely go offshore. Marco's confidence level was very high. Seeing this confidence of Marco, he was also selected, and then we see a boy named Alex who wanted to go offshore at any cost. So without stopping he keeps on talking and wants to clear this first round at any cost, but the lady interviewing him does not like this behavior of his and he is eliminated in the first round itself. Alex says that now the whole system is bad and this selection process is also very bad. After hearing all this, Alex is thrown out. After this, we see a girl named Jana who was the smartest and most intelligent and spoke very little. Due to this intelligence, she is also selected. Everyone was physically and mentally healthy except Fernando. He could not walk on his legs, but due to his bravery and courage, he also clears the first round. Meanwhile, the people of offshore get the news that their enemy rebellious group has sent one of its men secretly for this selection test. People of offshore, they quickly find out about this spy and treat him very badly, torture him so much that he reveals the whole truth and tells that apart from him there is another spy here who is giving minute information to the rebellious group. After this, we see the rebellious group, which was the biggest enemy of offshore. This group wanted to break the wall between the rich and the poor. This group believed that when everyone is equal, then why do the poor people face so many problems? Because after this, the people who were selected are taken to another room for the second round and they are made to stand in a line by number, and then one by one the device behind their ears is checked thoroughly. This is done to ensure that no one has come here using a fake device, hence the device is checked. She goes, but then Joanna's eyes fall on the ear of the boy standing in front of her. This boy's name was Raphael. Joanna sees that there is no device in his ear, but some different kind of stretches are fitted, that means this boy named Raphael is cheating. Joanna had come here but did not tell anyone anything about this boy, and when it was Raphael's turn to be scanned, he passed the scanning test, that is, he had a device in his ear. Seeing all this, Joanna's suspicion grew even more. After this, all these selected people are sent to another room where there are many blocks on the table. With the help of these blocks, these people have to make 9 cubes, and for this, they are given time of only 10 minutes. The game begins and everyone starts making cubes in a hurry, but Fernando is unable to reach the blocks due to being physically unstable. Seeing this, Michelle helps him and gives him some blocks so that Fernando can also start making cubes. It seems that the time is about to end, but till now Michelle has only made 8 cubes. Seeing that they have made cubes, Fernando makes cubes for Michelle and 9 of them are completed. Raphael was also short of 1 cube, so to complete them, he steals the cube from his participant and Raphael passes in the second round as well. Although he won this round by cheating, he was still passed, but the rest of the people criticized Raphael a lot and beat him badly, due to which Raphael got hurt a lot. Seeing this, everyone realized their mistake. He also realizes this, but Juana does not show sympathy to him. Instead she comes to Raphael and says that you have to help me or else I will tell the truth to the authorities that you have come here by deceit. Here we see a new employee who is working for the chief. She comes to check the chief and wants to remove him from the post by finding faults in his work in any way so that she can get the post. On the other hand, we see Michel and his friend, who are suspected by an offshore employee, had gone, so she takes them along with her to check and says that both of you, who among them is with the rebel group. If anyone does not accept, then both will be killed. When this employee goes out of the room, then Michel tells her friend that we have to kill him, so when the employee comes then Michel's friend attacks her. She does it, but Michel herself doesn't do it because she wanted to save herself by implicating her friend. Michel was a member of this rebel group. Her friend gets killed and Michel goes to the next round. Here we come to know that last year here it was not her boyfriend but her brother who came. Now she has come here to meet him and also wants to end the difference between poverty and wealth. After this, we see Fernando, where we get to know about his past. Fernando's childhood is in his feet. He had a problem since childhood and his father took great care of him from the beginning. It was Fernando's father who assured him that he can pass the test and then when he goes offshore, he will be treated and will be able to stand on his own feet. And you will get a good life after that. Fernando's physical test is done. The doctor pricks his legs with a needle to test it, which Fernando feels. Today Fernando was feeling pain for the first time. The doctor says that if you pass all the rounds and you can go to offshore, if you are selected for this, then your legs can be treated offshore and you can walk. Now all of them are sent to a room for the next test round. When these people reach this room, they see a table kept on which there were 4 mannequins placed on top and all 4 had different expressions on their faces. Everyone had made a face with different expressions according to their condition. All these people were given the task to do the same on the faces of these 4 mannequins. By looking at the expressions, tell about their condition, why they are making such faces, what happened to them in the past. Now everyone starts making stories in their own way with the help of expressions and gives their own ideas. Fernando first explains them well. Looks at a girl's doll and then it is told that this girl has been poisoned because she was a guest in this house with her husband. Actually, this woman was in a relationship with the man kept with her in whose house she had come as a guest, but this man's wife got to know about their affair. He got to know about this and he poisoned this woman. Then this lady is looking at her boyfriend with a shocked expression. Everyone is very happy to hear this story of Fernando because they liked this story very much, but Raphael does not like this story. He calls it useless and then presents a new story in which Raphael says that this lady is allergic to silver items, so all the mannequins are wearing silver items, but this lady is wearing a glass ring and a wooden necklace. This lady is looking at the other man because he is a doctor and she is asking him for help. When they check the drawer, they find diagrams of the human body there. This means that this man was indeed a doctor. But the story told by Raphael, it was not matching the expression of the lady. Raphael could not answer this question. Then the young man who was the most intelligent, she says that this lady is blind, so there is no expression on her face, and when she checks the drawer of this lady, then she finds a book of blind people also, which means Joanna's story was correct, and in this way they won this round. They also pass it. The chief is also watching all this, and then tells the new lady employee that you take care of all this. I am going for some work for a while. This lady employee keeps an eye on the chief and watches. It is said that the chief is going to the slum area after changing his clothes. The chief also finds out by seeing the green light of the camera that the employee is keeping an eye on him, but the employee is unable to present any proof against the chief. After this, he is taken to a room where they are given 6 sciences while these people are 7, which means that these people had to eliminate one, but they do not understand whom they will eliminate. Raphael says that I have a coin, I can go out, but the one who has to go out, I can't go out. He does not have coins and he attacks Raphael and both of them start fighting, but then this boy everyone votes against Raphael, but Michelle says that Joanna should be thrown out because she was smart and could not make Michelle's plan successful. So Raphael takes Joanna's side and asks to eliminate Fernando because it was not physically fit, but Fernando says that I can recover in the offshore. After this they decide to eliminate one person from the ribbon and they say that whoever gets the smallest ribbon will go out and the smallest ribbon comes to Juana, but while leaving the room Juana steals a coin from a person and wins, and this movie ends here. So friends, how is it? If you liked this movie, do let us know in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel by liking and sharing the video. Press the bell icon so that you do not miss the upcoming videos. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.